So my friend Chanda joined my one-to-one mentor program, and yesterday she gave me surprise by clearing PMP with overall above target. It has been an interesting journey, and I want to share one thing with you, my friend. Every single student who have joined from your country, he has cleared PMP with all above target. This is such an interesting thing. Every single one has cleared. So I'm very happy for you that you did that. So why don't you share your journey, please? Go ahead.
Yes, thank you for having me, Mr. Amir Ali. It's been quite a long journey because I started like one year and a half ago, but then for 6 months I tried to do it on my own, like trying to assess the PMBOK and trying to read it on my own, but it was very difficult and I couldn't make sense out of it. Then I met a friend who cleared PMP because of you. So he recommended me your name, and that's when. And it's been like I think January, February. My I joined. I got in touch with you, and then you coached me into now becoming PMP. I know I've taken a lot of time, but I'm more of a I like to do things on my own pace. And sometimes I know I don't reply to your messages and stuff because I know how, sometimes you can be very like you pressurize me, but so that's why I was not really taking your calls and responding to your emails.
Yeah. The most important thing and the bottom line is that you cleared PMP, and I am very happy for that. Let's talk about that thing. How was your exam?
Very tough. Was very tough.
Why?
My challenge was time management
Hmm.
because most questions were four-liner, five-liner, and
Hmm.
we had drag and drop questions which took quite some time, and also we had the calculations. One question that required calculation.
How many dragon
So
questions were there?
two, two.
Two questions. Okay. What else was there that was challenging?
Mostly the big questions, like you had to read and you had to understand the context and the approach. It was not straightforward, and and also for me the biggest challenge was on time. i try to uh I try to follow your principle of 85 70 70 70 80 75 75, but even then, I slipped because of the drag and drop, which took some time, and even on the questions that required calculations.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Apart, how many questions were there for calculations?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. And you spend a good amount of time on calculation questions, right?
And then finally, I didn't even I said I would come back to it, but I didn't have time, so I just selected any response to it. I didn't even have time to calculate
Okay. Let's
because
talk
it
about,
was
let's talk
very lengthy,
about,
very not direct.
okay. Let's talk about the time management. How did you manage time into that? Which topic took more time? Like, if we talk about from the topic point of view, how the topics were in that context, can you share that? How the topics?
Actually, yeah, you always say that the first 60 are very difficult, but I didn't find it that way.
Hmm.
Be, Mostly because, I was taking more time during the first 60 questions. So probably I was able to manage it properly. But then when it comes to, I know that time was ticking, and then I had to, so I was like, I couldn't even read like twice a question. I was like very in a position to answer very quickly, which probably took more of my I was like very tensed, because of the clock ticking.
If you did exam at home or at center?
No, at center.
At center. Okay. So how much time you took for each topic? Let's say if we put in the topic, how much time you took for first section, second section, and the third section?
For first section, I think I took uh it's supposed to be 85, right?
Mhm.
80, 75. I took around, I take 10 minutes more in the first section.
Okay, that
So
is
then I had to,
okay.
yeah.
And then second one, how much time for second
Because
one?
and then the second one, I took like 65 minutes, and then the rest like 70 minutes, and then the rest was like 60 minutes,
Hmm.
just 60 minutes for the third batch.
Ah, okay, okay. So which one you find the most tough? First, second, or third?
Third.
Third one. Okay, okay. And
Probably that's
because
why
the time was the
I
issue.
had.
Because in third, the time was the issue, right?
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah. Okay. If time was not the issue, then which one would be the most difficult? Let's say if you have to give the exam again, and if the time was not the issue, then which would you say is the most challenging one?
I think the second one.
The second one. Okay. Okay. Second one. Okay. Which topics were most highlighted in the PMP?
On agile.
Age.
Agile was probably 50. Agile, yes.
Okay. If
On
I
50 per
okay.
questions, and then were like predictive, probably. No, hybrid was probably like 30%, and then the predictive was 20%. But the questions, the questions is the questions were not really direct, so it was not, so you had to had a whole knowledge of PMP as a whole, so that you could answer the question. They were not very direct.
Yeah, of course, of course. It was the same as we do in the coaching calls. And I see you very active in the past few days. You were asking question. I was very happy. I did not knew that you were active because of this patent reason that you have booked the exam. When did you book your exam?
I booked my exam last Friday, and then I was already, I mean, I intended to do the exams in the on the second week of November, but I didn't book the date yet. So I was already preparing on that. And then when I booked the exam, I just had one day before, my son gets into holidays. So because
Ah,
today is the last day that he gets, so I took a few days off to
mhm.
concentrate on the exam before he's at home, because if he's at home, then I will not be able
Of
to
course,
give the exam.
I understand that. I understand that how it works
I,
into yeah. I totally.
because
Mm.
if I fail, it's on me. If I pass, then yeah, we can celebrate together. Yeah.
No, that's not a good thing. If you failed, still it was on me because you have been with me for some amount. Which friend referred you?
Alvin.
Alvin. Okay, Alvin. I'm gonna tell Alvin. You know, Kevin referred Alvin and Alvin. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that. Do tell Alvin also. Hey, Alvin. I'm just saying hi to him just to ping that now you are cleared. Thank you very much, and that has been an honor with you going to Sri Lanka, with you going to here, there, flying all level. For working mom,
You know,
like
yeah. I took uh I took leave like after my workshop. I brought my PMP book and everything, and I was doing every day. I was like doing coaching call, mock exam, and everything every day.
I'm
Yeah.
very, I'm very happy with you that you did it. Now you know that each one teach one is the most important thing. I would recommend the same thing you can do for other people, and we keep moving forward under this context. Okay, my friend.
There are actually 3 people doing PMP in my organization, but they are actually doing it their own. But let's see. Yeah, when
Yeah.
I announce them that I have passed, then I haven't announced them yet. Yeah,
Okay.
then they probably ask for your reference.
Yeah, sure thing. Chanda, it has been an honor to work with you. And I was when I posted it on internet on LinkedIn, you may have seen it that the first student I had from Mauritius, Because back in 2020, she was also a working mom, and she also had a very interesting journey. So I am very happy that you cleared it. It was an interesting thing. I wish you best of luck, my friend, for future endeavors.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure working with you. I'm sure we'll keep